Take a look at Tesla Motors, up almost 4% right now. A New York judge just ruled in Tesla's favor, dismissing a legal attack by auto dealers to prevent direct car sales. Tesla's billionaire CEO Elon Musk winning a similar ruling in Massachusetts, and now he's pushing to change a law in Texas to allow Tesla to sell its electric cars directly to consumers rather than through dealerships.
Elon Musk joins us in a First on CNBC interview. He's on the phone with us. Mr. Musk, why the big push to avoid car dealers in Texas? What's the issue here? What's your pitch?
Well, I think there's a lot of value in being able to rethink the whole buying process of a car. I mean, today a lot of people, when they think about buying a car, they don't think of it as a positive experience. And at Tesla, we really want to change that into something that you look forward to, that you enjoy, and that you want to do again. And that's just not how buying a car is today. And that would be different. And we think that it's done probably more efficiently and more responsive to the end customer if it's direct.
Well, I mean, is it not in the dealer's best interest to sell the electric car versus the cars in their showroom? And as a result, are they not doing a good job in terms of pushing these cars off the lot?
No, exactly. The problem is that in order to sell an electric car, you really have to advocate for why going electric is better, and that the car is quieter, doesn't have emissions, save up to $200 or $300 a month in gasoline. The operating costs lower. An electric car also needs hardly any service. You don't have oil changes, filter changes, tune-ups, and all that sort of stuff. And a lot of dealers make their money off servicing. And our philosophy at Tesla is we want to make no money on service.
Why can't you set up your own, get around the law, if you will, by setting up your own sort of small dealer network? It could be a guy working out of his own garage. You don't need big showrooms like Chevy or Nissan or whatever.
Right. The Texas law, I just happens to be the most restrictive in the country in this regard. It essentially forces us to go to the incumbent dealers, and the law is just written in an incredibly restrictive manner. So it's actually the worst in the country, which is, I think, very untech prides itself on being a free enterprise state. I think that's largely true, but in this regard, it happens to be the least free enterprise in the country.
What happened, Elon, what happened between you and Sara Palin, this social media skirmish that you had? She called Tesla an Obama-subsidized loser that turns into a brick when the battery completely discharges and then costs $40,000 to repair. You were a bit tongue-in-cheek, I know, in your tweet, but you said you're deeply wounded. What happened? I
was shattered. I mean, that's such a... Yes, that's a tough blow to recover from. But I think I've managed to pull myself back together and look at it again.
Let's talk about your bottom line and how the company's doing. On April 1st, you raised your first quarter guidance to full profitability. The cars are actually selling by some measures better than some other hybrid, not purely electric cars. How are you going to keep moving into and staying in profitability in subsequent quarters?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, we're seeing a really strong demand for the car, and one of the things that I'm doing right now that I think is very important is to shift the focus from an outright purchase of the car to a finance purchase. So instead of buying the car outright for cash, buying it on a finance basis. Something that we did with Solar City, and it had order of magnitude improvement in accessibility of the product. Because with an electric car, if you've got a monthly payment, you can directly compare that to a gasoline car and track the savings that you would get from not gasoline, not having oil changes, and all the things you've got to maintain a gasoline car, smog checks in California, and all that sort of stuff.
Elon, thanks for being with us. We so appreciate it. The issue is that the audio is not great, but we appreciate your time. Hopefully you'll come back in person real soon.
All right, we'll do. Thanks.
Elon Musk joining us.